It's Halloween! Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Sarah and I make YouTube videos about The Sims. So today is obviously another speed build. It's also Halloween, hence the makeup. But the speed build today is for a spooky bar. So I was like, had no idea what I wanted to build. This was like actually a couple weeks ago. I wanted to get into the spooky season spirit. So I was like, maybe we'll build a spooky house, I wanted to build a spooky cafe. And then I was like, I feel like a spooky bar is much cooler. But yeah, also the makeup, every Friday on my stream, I do Fun Makeup Friday, which is where I do a fun experimental makeup look. And I wear that for the stream. And obviously, well, today is Friday, the 30th. I wanted to do a little Halloween inspired vibe. I'm also streaming on Twitch right now as this video is being posted, from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m., maybe a little after Eastern time. That's when I'm streaming today on Twitch for a little fun Halloween moment celebration. We love it. So basically with the makeup look, I wanted to do, you know, a spiderweb moment, and I originally was just gonna do this side, so I did this side first, obviously, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll do this side first, it'll be good, and it wasn't that good. So this side is better, but this side of my face is always the one that faces the camera, so it doesn't really matter that this side is better anyway. But that's the fun of Fun Makeup Friday, is that sometimes it looks horrible. But let me talk about this build a little bit. So yeah, I originally wanted to do a spooky cafe, and I was like, a spooky bar might be a little more fun, and this is actually inspired by like pop-up bars that I've noticed around, at least I live in Pittsburgh. We've had a few of these in the seasons past, of different pop-up bars themed with the season, either like a spooky bar or the jingle bar for Christmas time, and all these things. And I was like, I kind of want to do something inspired by that. So it is inspired by that, but I don't think you'll see when I like start finishing the build. It would be so weird to build this whole structure specifically for one part of the season, basically. So pop-up bars in my area are usually taking over a vacant storefront rather than, you know, building from the ground up a whole new structure. But I still think this one is pretty cool. I think you just have to kind of set it aside. And you know what? I think actually maybe on the gallery it is called Spooky Pop-Up Bar, but I think I clarified it's just inspired by a pop-up bar. And this is built in Glimmerbrook, the original lot that the bar was on, that came with the pack. And yeah, for some reason I decided to do the bathrooms first. I don't know why. I was really trying to mess with the lighting again. I think I talked about that in one of my last speed builds or something, how the lighting can actually really change the vibe. So I was like, we definitely want a candle chandelier moment, you know, that would be really nice, and definitely utilizing a lot of vampires, a lot of realm of magic. I think we eventually do use some spooky stuff as well. And I was trying to place LED lights on the floor because I was like, maybe we can like change the color of them and like really change up the vibe. Like, I don't know. But I think I might end up deleting those. But I kind of just went all in with this. It like is not the kind of build that I would typically do at all. I usually just do, you know, a chill family home. Craftsman is usually my fave style, but I was like, we are changing it up because it's spooky season. So that's what we go with. And I think this is Get Famous brick that I actually used that I really did like. And yeah. So while I was streaming this, one of the conversations that we were having is like different kind of bars that we've either gone to or that we not currently, oh my god, not currently, but that in general we like going to. And it got me thinking a lot about like the different bars that I went to like in college and stuff, and you know, what area of this bar I'd probably be most likely to be found at. I always liked the bars that sort of had a more sitting down kind of vibe. I know that sounds like no fun, but more like, you know, it can be a bar or it can be like a little restaurant in the daytime. That was one of my favorite ones, that you could grab a booth with your friends and just kind of hang out and still listen to the music and still have the bar vibes. That was definitely one of my favorite ones to hang out at. Another one that I really liked was sort of just this super tiny bar, but it literally had the most impeccable vibes, like absolutely great vibes. I loved it so much, and I think about it all the time. They didn't close or anything. I just don't live in my college town anymore. But yeah, so that was definitely one of the things that I was talking about a lot on stream with this, because as much as I do like to dance, I did in fact dance for like 16 years, 17 years of my life. it's not something I like to do in a public social setting, you know? It's not my vibe. I don't like being perceived. That's the thing. I hate being perceived. Like, it baffles me that what I do is post on YouTube and stream on Twitch. Like, that's what I do. It baffles me that that's what I do because that's just making the whole internet perceive me. Well, not making, but like, I'm putting myself out there to be perceived. And I hate being perceived. Like, please do not perceive me. But anyway, that goes back to, you know, why I don't love to be dancing in bars, and then also everyone gets sweaty, and then I think about germs a lot, and then it just gets too hot, you get sweaty, I'm like, where's the fun? But yeah, one of the other bars, it was in the lower tier of bars. Oh my god, wait, I should do a tier list of like ranking bars in the neighborhood of which I went to college. You guys all know I went to Pitt. Why am I trying to be like, in the neighborhood in which I went to college? You know I went to Pitt. I literally have said that on my YouTube channel before. Had a great time at Pitt. Oh my god, wait, that would kind of be an iconic video. Okay, I don't know, it wouldn't be Sims related. I don't think many current subscribers would watch that, but I think that would be really funny. Ranking bars at Pitt. That would, wow. And then we could even venture into the other neighborhoods of Pittsburgh. Oh, I have some thoughts. Don't worry, I have some thoughts on all neighborhoods of Pittsburgh's bars. But yeah, where was I going with this? Oh, there's this one bar that has karaoke. And I mean, if you know anything about Pitt, you probably know what bar I'm talking about. But it has like karaoke, and it was, I would put it at a C tier. If I had to do like 5 tiers, you know, like God tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier and F tier. What is that? 6? I would probably put this at a C tier or maybe a D tier. Well, I mean, do you even need a D tier? Like, what's the difference between C and D? I don't know. But I would probably put this one at a C tier, mainly for vibes. Like, it really was like an enjoyable place to like go sometimes. Like, you could get a drink, you could have fun, you could take your friends. Like, everyone knew it was really close to a lot of other amenities on campus, close to a lot of late night restaurants. But purely on vibes, I might, yeah, bump that down C or D tier. Not F tier. They did have karaoke, and like that's the place to go if you were doing karaoke, you know, in our little college neighborhood. But I don't know. Not my fave. There were certainly other ones that were my fave. What kind of bars or like vibes do you guys like? I mean, literally, if you turn 21 this year, like, have you even gone to a bar? Like, what even? Also, I just, you know, America's not the only place. You definitely could go to bars in other countries. That's the thing. Wait, that's another fun anecdote, a fun little story time. I was able to drink legally before I was 21 because I moved to China for 6 weeks when I was 20, and then I moved to Australia for 6 weeks after that. I talk about moved, like I didn't really like, well, I did. I moved there. I was simply living in Pittsburgh, and then I simply moved there. But that was when I studied abroad. I went to China, Australia, and Argentina, and I turned 21 a couple days after I got to Argentina, but obviously it meant nothing. We just went out for like a nice dinner that night, I think. But that was really fun. But yeah, I'm thinking about like all the bars that I've like ever been to now, to all the bars I've loved before. I loved going out in Shanghai. Like, I mean, if my study abroad friends are watching this, would probably be like, but you never went out. But when I did, I had a good time. I had a generally good time. There were like different vibes. There were like clubs, bars, and then there were like, you know, more like microbrewery kind of. I wouldn't call that a bar though, but then there were like other vibes. But I had such a great time. And then Australia as well, literally iconic chef's kiss. And Argentina. Argentina is where they go out and like party until like 7 in the morning, and we all were like, how do we do this? How do we do this? But no, it's a really fun culture there. I really did enjoy my time in Argentina. How did I get to talking about study abroad when I'm literally building a spooky bar? I'm not even talking about the build, but basically, yeah, it's spooky. I basically did all black furniture, and it's like, is that the best? Because everything, if you look at it from above, everything just blends in. I really like the chandeliers that I picked with the little red on them. I think that makes it really nice and fun, but I really went with black for everything else. So maybe not the best vibe, but definitely a vibe. It's a vibe. I also really like, I didn't talk about this, I really like the stained glass window that I put behind the bar. I think it kind of makes it more of a feature, you know? And then I put the bottles behind it too, all very fun. And so basically for the downstairs, I was like, we'll do like a small little sitting area. And this evolves. This was when we were talking about like bars and like where we'd most likely to be found at a bar and stuff like that. Because me and my my friend Leah, who always talks to me on my streams, were saying how like we would probably most likely be found down here, you know, the chiller vibes, the like more sit down vibes rather than the dance floor crazy vibes. So I think, do I expand this again? I think I do, or maybe I don't, I don't know. But I was just trying to fit everything in there, you know, gotta have some foosball. Do we have a pool table in the game? I think about this all the time. Wait, do we? I don't know. I don't know if we do, but that would probably go down here. Bars love to be having pool tables, dartboards as well. Dartboards reminds me of that one karaoke bar because they have both pool tables and dartboards in there, and I'm like, wait, we kind of need a dartboard. Like, that's a good idea. So threw that one in there. That was really fun. I forget when I built this. Did I build this on I definitely built this on a Friday. That was definitely fun, spooky Friday vibes because I was trying to think I was doing another build and I was like, what goes in here? I need a like dartboard or something, but I couldn't remember that we had a dartboard in the game, and then this reminded me, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, I used the spooky stuff. I used the spooky stuff couch and chair. I did it. And then I put the little lights up there too. Like, I just think it's a fun touch. The spooky candy bowl, not that I would take candy from a candy bowl in a bar like this. Now considering that, like, I probably wouldn't, but it is what it is. It is there. It is there if you want it. Throw some spiders on the wall, of course, some spider webs. I liked that. I liked kind of making it, you know, adding cracks in the wall and everything like that. And what I was saying when I was building this is I was saying how people would, you know, they'd see the cracks and they'd see all the like rundown stuff, but they'd know that it's like, it's a bit, you know, it's for show, it's dramatic, it's not real. Like, the building actually isn't falling apart, but it's just for show and to add to the vibe. So I did do a big wraparound porch, and I think about if that was a good choice or not. I don't know, but I do like it. And I think like if this was, you know, a very popular bar, you know, maybe there'd be a line going around the side, so, you know, give them places to sit down, to chill. I didn't want to put too much stuff out there, and I also didn't know how high to make the railings. And I think about this because I forgot to say it when the first part of the build was, when I was putting in the stairs, I put that really high fence there because I was like, you don't want people who are taking part in activities that happen at bars a lot, the consumption of certain beverages, you don't want them to, you know, be sitting up on the railing if it's at a sitting height over the stairs, because then they'll just kind of yeet themselves back there. So that was kind of the idea out here as well, but this fence obviously isn't as tall. Oh, we do a really fun backyard, like outside area. I forgot about that. I do quite like that as well. And here I am just, you know, saying like, what more can we add? What more fits our vibes? I think I add a little window up top. Oh, and that was big brain behavior when I did the spooky stuff wooden siding. I think that just looks way better than the Realm of Magic. I think it was Realm of Magic. The Realm of Magic wallpaper that I had. Wallpaper? Bricks? Whatever you call it. that I had before. I think the spooky stuff just looks way better. It fits our vibe way better. Always gotta have little ghosts. Me having no idea what to do for the terrain paint. I'm like, what even? But yeah, another thing is that I never know if I'm gonna finish a build on stream, and I feel like I need to be better at that, at timing that, because I feel like a 3-hour build, like that time of recording is perfect for a speed build. It ends up as like 15 minutes to like 17 minutes, somewhere around there. A 3-hour build, because I usually stream for 3 hours, I feel like that just really fits. And oh, I forget if I talked about this. No, I think I did in my last speed build, how to adjust the roofs. You hit Shift C. That's just a fun fact that I only learned recently, and I need to share it with the world because I need to share it with the world. If you didn't know how to adjust roofs to make them that cool, you can definitely do that. But given I've only been like seriously playing The Sims for about a year now, I don't think it's that crazy to have only learned that now, but the game has been out for quite a while. So maybe I'm the fool. Maybe you guys all know this. I don't know. I'm just trying to add, I'm trying to add some like creepy, spooky decorations, all that stuff. Did I leave Patchy in there? Oh, I think I said Patchy's not our vibe. No offense to Patchy, but Patchy's not our vibe. I think it would be fun to have him here though. I think it would be fun to have him here. And oh, I was like, we need a cauldron. We need to throw in a cauldron here. I think that would be really mix it all together, and you know you've got the best of both worlds. Ha 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 ha. You guys, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. How could you not know? If you don't know, I mean, you're fine. I don't judge you, but I know personally. And yeah, I didn't want the outside to be too cluttered because I'm like, it's a public space. Like, you don't really want too much stuff going on there. There is a trash can, and then some fun succulents. I thought that was a really cute touch. And the backyard area. The backyard. It's not really. Would you call it a backyard? I mean, it's not a house. So like, just the outside area. I really liked this. I wanted a fire pit. Oh, you know what? The fire fire pit is probably where I'd be most likely to be found at this kind of bar, because I love a bonfire moment. I personally, like, I was thinking about like what I'd look for in a house if I, you know, were in the position to buy a house. I'm like, I want a nice outdoor area where I can have a fire pit. You know, I would love to get a dog. You know, I could have a dog, a fire pit, you know, a grill. It would all be really nice. I think outdoor living is just definitely something that I'm really looking forward to finding in a house eventually. Oh, someone, who was it? I forget who in my chat suggested to throw in a dead cow plant, but that was God tier. That was big brain behavior. BBB. Better Business Bureau? No. Big brain behavior? Yes. I love that. I love that. But yeah, we are getting pretty close to the end. I was talking about this. I said, oh, it's a really good idea to put your dried out rose bush next to your heater that most certainly will catch the dried out rose bush on fire. Totally not a fire hazard. Oh, there we go. I'm putting in 1,000,000 fire alarms because I'm like, something's catching on fire here between all our chandeliers, our heaters, our dry rose bushes, our vines, everything like that. Something's catching on fire. I know it. I really do like how this turned out. This is just some finishing landscaping things, some dead trees. I thought those were a really good vibe. But yeah, we are finishing the speed build now. So let's jump into the game and I will show you the finished product. Oh my God, not me forgetting what save this is in. Oops. So here is the finished bar. I'm truly in love with this. This is one of my like favorite builds I've ever done. So let's pop into tab mode and take a peek inside. This is how it looks when you walk in. Obviously a lot of chairs, you know, a fun little gargoyle, something like that. We have our chandeliers, which are in fact hanging from the ceiling. Absolutely no worries. And the dance floor, of course, the DJ booth. This one looks so cool. I was like messing around trying to put in a different one, but that one looks really, really nice. We have the actual bar area over here, which I think I quite enjoy it. I do quite like it. And like I said, there's cracks on the walls, there's vines growing up, but everybody who comes here, like, they know it's all for show, you know? And so here is the downstairs area. Very fun. You know what? I do like the vibes. I do like the vibes. And the bathroom here is super generic. It's some stalls, some sinks, some candles everywhere, and I like these mirrors. I think everything fits the vibe very nicely. And here's the outside as you come outside, the nice sitting area, some decor. We gotta have Baby Yoda. I believe in Baby Yoda supremacy, so that's good for him. Other than that, it's really just, you know, dead cow plant, rose bushes. But yeah, other than that, just very generic. Our fire pit, our nice little other seating area, the heaters. Really, like I said, I love how this turned out. It's very nice, and I knew I had to post this today because I was like, wait, today's the last day of spooky season. So yeah, this is it. I hope that you guys enjoy it. It's on the gallery for you. It has been for a while, under Sarah Kendall with 3 L's. But yeah, that's the video. That's the build. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below. Tell me the place in this bar that you'd be most likely to be found. Would you be found in the backyard, the front area waiting outside because, you know, you're just always late and can't get into anywhere on time, dance floor, the downstairs watching movies, you know, things like that? Let me know. Let me know. I hope you're having a lovely Halloween. I hope you're having a safe Halloween. Wear a mask. And yeah, don't forget to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, you know, all the fun stuff. Like this video and subscribe for more fun Sims content because I got a lot of that coming your way anyway. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!